Example 2 for section 4.7, graph y equals negative x plus 2 and y equals 2x with their according domains. We will describe the domain and the range. So let's take these piece by piece. Let's start with the first one, y equals negative x plus 2. Now, you already know how to graph an equation that looks like this. This is the same as y equals mx plus b. Your m is the slope, and your b is the y-intercept, where it crosses the x-axis. So here is our b. It's going to cross the y-axis at the 2. So I'm going to have that's going to be one of my points right there. And it's got a slope of negative 1, meaning it's going to go down 1 and over 1, or it can go up 1 and over 1. Now, before I just draw this line, I have to pay attention to its domain. It says the domain is x less than or equal to 0. Meaning, here is 0 for x on the y-axis, and everything that's less. So I'm going to go ahead and put my a solid dot there. I don't want to ruin my nice marker, so I'm going to use this marker. And solid dot because it says that it's equal to it, and less than. So let's use our slope of going up 1 and over 1, up 1 over 1, and that line is this equation limited to this domain. And then for the next one, for our next one, we have y equals 2x. Now, in comparison to y equals mx plus b, we see that there's nothing there. I mean, you could say plus 0. We just don't write plus 0 all the time. But now we know what the y-intercept is. The y-intercept is 0. And its slope is 2. Now, y equals 2x is limited to this. X is greater than 0. So it starts at the 0, but it doesn't include the 0. So it's an open circle because it does not say equal then. And we're going to do follow the slope up 2 and over 1, up 2 and over 1. And it's going in the positive direction for your x's because x is greater than 0. That's what our graph is going to look like. But then we have to describe the domain. The domain, let me use a different color so we don't get mixed up. The domain of this whole graph are going to be all reals. All real numbers, or all reals. Because this arrow is going in this direction. In this direction, all of the negative numbers for x. And this arrow is going in the positive direction to infinity for your x. So all reals. Your range, we're going to look at our y values here. How far does y go down? It only gets to this point. It gets this far at the 0. And then it has these arrows that go up to infinity, going up to infinity. So y is going to be greater than 0, not equal to 0. It's an open circle. It's just greater than, and it goes up to a positive infinity, so every number greater than 0. That's our domain and our range.